So I know you're assistant professor at San Jose State University, all right? And so for folks who do not know Mohammed's profile, so Mohammed Badawy is an assistant professor at San Jose State University. I'm going to let him explain about what he's doing out there.
Sure. So yeah, I'm an assistant professor with my San Jose State University. I had been there for 4.5 years now or so. Hopefully in a year or so, I'm gonna apply to be an associate professor. And since I came to San Jose State University, I founded the Center of Power Electronic Converters, which is a research center in the middle of Silicon Valley in California that focuses on developing the next generation of power converters for your modern applications. And by the modern applications, we're basically focusing on three things. We're focusing on electrified transportation, which electric vehicles is actually part of. It's not, when we talk about electrified transportation, it's not only electric vehicles. There is aircraft, and then there are e-bikes, and there are a lot of other applications. But as I said, electric vehicles plays a large portion of this. Because right now, for example, we're also active in what's called eVTOL. eVTOL is electric vertical takeoff and landing for aircrafts. So that's something now, yeah. So that's something now in Silicon Valley that's became a big industrial and research topic. So that's one of them. The other one is solar power. It's mostly renewable energy, but because of our location in California, most of our work is in solar. And the third one is on data center applications. And in data center applications, we are focusing on how to increase the efficiency of the power consumption in the data centers without increasing the cost and without increasing the weight or the size. So we're basically trying to maximize the power density at a very high efficiency. So these really are the main topics that I kind of develop my research around, because that's what the industry in Silicon Valley is looking for. And when I started, when I was approached by folks in Skill-Lync about this research program, my focus was, okay, it's gonna have to be a research program in one of the really cool and modern and advanced topics that students, after they do this project and after they gain knowledge in this field, they have a good advantage in the market. They have an ability to target specific industries, and they're going to be able to write this project in their resumes, and it's going to affect their careers. And this is the main thing that really drives my passion in my job, is to help my students getting into top companies through their work in the university. 95% of my students are now are still working in Silicon Valley in California, in Tesla, in NEO, in Rivian, in many. There are tens of electric vehicle companies here, and that's basically the biggest employer of our lab students are the electric vehicle companies in Silicon Valley. So based on that, I kept also advancing my research in this area based on what our alumni are giving us feedback on. And with all of that, we're also working on active projects with different EV companies. We had an active project with Ford. We worked with Delta Electronics on solar power project that they're funding our research. Currently, we're working also on another solar project with Repurpose and California Energy Commissions. Currently, we're also in the middle of a large project that is funded by Facebook. They're funding our research for data center converters. So most of my work and most of my experience and most of my research is industrial-oriented research. I'm And I think that that's the main reason why I chose my university, because it's in the middle of Silicon Valley. It's in the middle of all the industrial innovations in power converters and power electronics and renewable energy and electric vehicles. So this gives me the opportunity to apply practical research in my lab. Yeah, that's it. I think that's kind of the intro that I wanted to give about myself and my work.